That's the
5007. Navigation bar. Home button. Tap to activate. 7:01 p.m.
She might miss the name of it, but she knows you wasn't sure they should just go, we're not sure. Who you talking about, Cameron? So he'll take this back.
right.
They ain't gonna say take it back, they did that damn.
That's how they working in here. I don't like that shit. And that'd be the reason why I said what I said. Think about it. My daughter's my girl had sent me about 2 years ago a box with a glass chest, and then inside the chest it had a year, my daughter's first year, her umbilical cord, all that shit was in it. She sent it here. It had fragile written all over it. How about the shit came back and the box was beat the fuck up like somebody drove over the shit? My whole shit was smashed up. A cell phone. She bought the cell phone from the Metro store online. Had it sent here. Tell me why the shit went back to the motherfucking. Nobody answered the door. So it goes back to the fucking post office and ends up in China. No bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit. This is just the last two things that have happened with my mail. And this is, mind you, this is shit that has all happened before Perry decided he was going to say, we're going to bring a lockbox into the situation. So now when the mailman comes, he has an option. You don't have to walk in here and give the fucking mail to them. That's the only thing they can't do. That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing they can't do. But if a package, if you can't get in the building,
I seen them leave it outside.
That's the point.
Somebody had a TV screen, some kind of TV thing for their TV, and they left it out the fuck outside. And I was like, yo, why didn't you knock on the door? I saw the lady sitting in there. So how you didn't see that, and you at the desk.
You at the desk.
I said, this is somebody's personal stuff.
Right, and they paid for it. Meanwhile, you just like, whatever. You hope it's insured. That's how that shit right there be it. That should get to me, man. Especially after that whole shit that happened with me. I'm here. We live. I just went live a few minutes ago, though. But I mean, a few seconds ago, I would say probably I was 7:01. But we here. Only thing I got to do now is drop this comment for my people. Let some people know that they can come join me. Tap in. Tune in. It's Thursday, y'all. What do we do on Thursday?
Samsung keyboard. 4.
Oh, man.
Expression button.
What?
I'm telling you, something in the water.
Selected.
Motherfuckers talking about, you should drink a cup of water. You want some water? Here, drink this cup out of the tap.
Reset selected. HTTPS:// out of grid. Tap to activate. Tap and hold tab.
Right.
You don't even drink it.
Space bar. From chat.
Everybody love. It's like who?
To make
3 yard.
why does
Keyboard
it?
hidden. Photo.
This don't make sense. But you have a whole fountain full of water right here.
Show comment in broadcast.
Make sense.
Street yard live viewer
You know
comment.
how they.
An easy show on Instagram. Comment. Stop. Street yard. Web off. Show comment.
But you
ECTV. Comment action. Dialogue. Start comment.
Work.
Right. But you can afford to get people in here to work. That's the shit that's crazy. You can afford to fire people and hire people, but you ain't got no money for nothing. We ain't got money to be doing it. You tell it. Hold up, nigga. You telling me I can't get one of these same grocery?
They might have been 2,000 people, but 20 people don't invested money. You mean to tell me you get none of that?
Right.
They invested money so that you can get more staff? No. That's not what the money for.
No. You know it ain't. We know it ain't. That's the whole thing that's crazy about this shit. Like, that's it, and it's like the same thing I said. The same thing I said to Small. The same thing I've been saying. I guarantee you, it would have been a whole nother story if it would have been 20 niggas in a meeting instead of fucking 4.
Or even 10.
Or even 10. Even
Half
10.
of that.
Half of the even if we had half of the residents in the meeting,
That would have been something.
that would have been enough to actually make
But
them
that's more
sit
than
back.
more than
and-
it's one
Exactly.
at the time. Now,
Man, what's happening? Oh, everybody's starting to join in. What's happening with y'all? What's a do? What's it do?
I'd love to live in a country where labor unions have a seat at the table.
Investor Lisa, what's happening with you? Good evening. Good evening. Happy Thursday, everybody. But nah, like it's just it's a whole sting, man. Like I swear it's a big ass sting operation going on in this motherfucker. Yo. And they doing it. They've been hitting it up like this for years.
Yeah. They have been doing shit like this for a while.
They've been doing shit like this for years. I mean, it ain't just start with this staff. It ain't just start with this new staff. It's been like this.
yeah.
Cause they have us
More blatant.
exactly. They're just more blatant about it now. It's like we walked into a Trump administration.
Right, that's exactly what I was saying. You said that. That's
We
right.
approached the Trump administration in this building because we just left Obama years and they weren't, Obama was great, but he wasn't all that when it came to the policies that we had to
But he
fucking
couldn't,
fight to get
they
across.
allowed him to.
Because that was what I'm saying. Like I had to explain that a little
Trump didn't
elaborately.
wait for no permission. That's the thing. He just did it. He didn't wait for them.
He sure the fuck didn't. When he said he wanted to shut shit down, he shut shit down. And that was that. That's why he said that's why he would tell you there's things like there's good people on both sides. So we can't call it a violent. Yeah. Don't call racism a cover. It's been here for years. Like that's a fact. Like, yo, that's the realest shit ever though. But it's a fact though, man. Like I just I stopped even trying to get my brain worked up around that shit nowadays. Like I know what goes on, and just because I know, I just say like what I feel like needs to be said at the time. I'm to the point now where you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. I'ma just say it. Because I'm sick of holding it in and then running around telling like because then it becomes that you remember that whole game we used to play in school where one person says something in your ear and you're supposed to repeat that to the next person, and by the time it gets around to the back, it's not even the same shit you just said. You could have said I like Mike and Ike. By the time that shit get back around to you, you said you fucked with Mike and Ike. You fucked Mike and Ike or some crazy shit. Like
I don't fuck with Mike because he has lice or some shit.
yeah, you don't fuck with Mike because I heard he got license.
Like what?
Like where the fuck did that come from? So yeah, it's the same. It's the same, and that's kind of the reason why I don't do that like I used to. Cause like it's like why do that? Cause then you rile up the people that actually are listening, and then. But where was your motherfucking antennas when we needed you? It's the biggest problem of this whole shit because everybody. Yeah, it's like everybody want to be riled up.
Talking, that don't mean I'm arguing.
Everybody.
Have you ever been in a debate class?
Yeah.
That's what we do. That don't mean we're arguing.
No, it's a simple conversation, and if you choose to look at it in that manner and say it's that, then that's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
What are you yelling about? What are you yelling?
Shut up.
Why does everybody have to be yelling? Just to be talking. It's like we are in a loud. We in a
have your temper tantrums and do what y'all want to do.
right, and then of course not analyzing the fact that Smalls is literally trying to have a conversation with me on the other side of the fucking dining room on purpose.
Right.
You know he didn't. It wasn't like if he wanted to know what I was talking about, he was gonna come to me.
Right.
So I'm tired of doing that shit. I'm not gonna keep walking to you to talk to you about something you want to know.
Right.
If you want to know, you can come to me.
On top of you blabbing out people's business, your business, and whoever else you're talking to been out in the open. So
And then
that you know,
and waiting for Colin to say,
Waiting for anybody else to jump on that
the
shit.
problem like, who fault is it? Nigga, shut up. Ain't nobody talking to you.
Right.
Who fault is you running your mouth?
Who fault is it that you niggas don't know what the fuck's going on in here?
Because they don't care.
And
They
that's
just wanna
but
make it look like
but-
they care.
and that's what kills me. It's like if you don't care, don't complain. Cause when the shit starts to change and shit goes not your way, and you start to see shit that actually is affecting you, I don't want to hear the complaints because niggas was trying to stop this shit verbally, talking to you, telling you to come to these meetings, telling you to be present so that shit wouldn't go down like this, and we probably would have had a chance at fighting this shit off. Oh no, y'all niggas got other shit to do. Y'all want to go holler at you want to go holler at your butt booty friend. And you got another motherfucker want to sit here and talk about how he got his hands on gelato all of a sudden after fucking growing a whole goddamn plant. But what the weed he grew was bullshit, so he got to go buy weed still. They like, how you grow a whole pound into some fucking weed?
Yes, like
A whole plant.
That thing has gelato. The only good weed you have is gelato.
And that ain't you didn't grow it.
Right, someone, his relative, whatever that.
No, do you remember the day that Charles came and he threw the fucking plant away? Charles threw one of the plants away. He's like, I ain't doing this shit. Colin went in the fucking garbage and got the shit.
That was the
And
plant.
finished regrowing it.
That was the plant then.
Remember? Charles threw the shit in the garbage. He said, I'm tired of this shit.
See, the thing
When he was
is,
moving out.
and that's the problem though. He don't realize what he just did. He threw away money. Cause you know Colin ass will turn around and sell that shit. And he threw away at the worst time. That was the time he should have kept that shit. Cause it had about a few more weeks on it before it was ready to fucking bud up and go. And he would have had money to sell. He would have had bank. Cause he could have sold it. Hell, if he didn't smoke it all, but he could have sold it. And it would have been good. But look at him. Well, shit, I guess one man's trash is another man's treasure. There you have it. Perfect example. Shit, that's a come up. Because hell, if I'd have known that that's what that nigga did, I probably would have did that shit. Gelato? Nigga, you crazy? I'm not letting that go. I'm gonna fucking resell. I'm gonna regrow that shit and sell it.
Just because people sell weed don't think they know everything.
And that's the thing.
Some people don't know.
It ain't even that. He just got into it because he thought he could make money off it because
But
he probably used to
didn't
sell
have
weed.
people
He probably used to sell whatever the dealer used to give him. Like say he'd go there and get an ounce or 2 ounces, put them in baggies and all that shit. He probably knew how to weigh it out and all that good shit. But I guarantee you, when it comes to the process, that growing is that's a whole nother level of motherfucking the brand. Because you want to talk about actually investing some time, nigga, that shit's like baby. That's a baby. You gotta treat that like one. You gotta tend to it all the time. You gotta take care of it. It's gonna get sick. It's gonna get a time where you gotta look at it, make sure what it's doing is proper, supposed to be. Because if not, you're gonna have a funky ass bud that's gonna be as potent as a motherfucking cigarette, which ain't shit to the capacity of what it would do to you if it was treated right and harvested correctly. Like seriously, like you think about that though, like you know the nicotine base of it, like you know what I mean. That's about it. You're not gonna get a full hydroponic effect. The THC is gonna be.
What we supposed to be getting for lunch again tomorrow?
Oh, corned beef and cabbage.
Oh yes.
St. Patty's Day meal.
Is that for lunch?
They haven't determined, which
no,
means
it's an either or. Right?
it's an either or situation. So how much you want to bet? If if Claire decides she's going to cook it for lunch, because that's the point. That's the difference. When you notice if it's for lunch or if it's for dinner.
She could come in and say, "Oh, I'm gonna leave, so I can't read that." So
Let's hope so. But this, if that's the case, sounds like we didn't have breakfast today. If she took and she's late for dinner or she's late for her lunch, that's her last part of the damn day. Bitch, you ain't barely got shit to do then. I come in this bitch at 6:30 in the morning. but do shit. But somehow you come in at 6:30 in the morning, but somehow there's never any fucking water. She literally walks in here early as fuck every morning.
Not all the time.
Every time when I used to do things every day, she would come in. She would be the only.
So how come she late making the food if she get her that?
She don't start making it
Start
until
making it until
7:50.
about 7.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
She literally.
Why you not prepping it at least? So that all you have to do is put it on.
Listen, tell me what you know. I think the guy.
She literally goes out. She sits outside smoking cigarettes after she walks in. She'll sit out there, smoke cigarettes, drink a cup of coffee, chill with Linda, talk about nothing.
She'll chill with no one outside.
Sometimes Linda don't even be here.
Mhm.
Linda used to drive her. That was the only reason why Linda used to be work here early was because of Claire.
Right.
Because she had to pick Claire up because Claire don't drive.
Yep. She never has. Hell, before Linda was doing it, my cousin Rusty used to drive her ass. Probably was beating that puss up
And
too.
then sometimes Jacob would drop her.
See?
Well, her mom would
And then the other shepherd do that too. Same shit.
Just saying. Her mouth game must be on point. Get them rides like that.
Father, shut up. I don't want to keep
Like, I don't want to think about it either with her, miss. I gotta pat my hand. I gotta pat my hand with two hands and shit.
That's my grandma.
I'm just saying, like, when you think about it, like, shit, how else is you getting your ass home? Shit, you the only motherfucker out of the whole goddamn staff of people that ain't got a bill. Everybody else, and you've been here the longest, exactly.
Why you don't have the Uber already set up?
Something, this should be routine.
Right.
This shit should be routine. But because, I told you, see, the white lady in distress situation always works. Because once you get in the car, then it's all out. All bets are off. See, it's either that or they wait till they get her in the car. And if it's a dude, they get toppy slop. They getting toppy slop before they drop her ass off. Like, it's something going down. It's something going down. I don't know what nobody. I don't care what nobody say. I think something's going on because I think Rusty, my cousin, was busting his guts up before when he was driving her home. I'm gonna just say that off the cuff because, bro, the way they used to chop it up, it was something. It was like, bro, you couldn't talk to her certain ways without him saying something about it. Oh, come on, y'all give her a break. That's my cousin. I love him now. But when I noticed that shit, that was when I stopped off of certain shit.
He was getting some cut.
I was stepped off of it because I was like, I ain't fucking up that man ass. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen. Because even if he was, shit might not have been working out right with the wife at home. So I'm like, all right, cool. Listen, it happened.
Fuck you.
Cousin was getting some good.
These things happen. Gotta go get it. You ain't got nothing?
Here's a reminder.
Get some papers.
It's a reminder.
Smoke some day.
7:20 p.m.
Because I'm about to hit this bowl real quick to cover my day.
Yeah, I want to smoke my last thing today.
Hey, you better stop smoking things.
Look, make him fine.
Smoking things.
Oh, shit. Ha! Okay.
Don't do that.
It's the New Year's special. Yo. It's the New Year's special. Oh man, that's some fucking shit. But I do want to tell you guys who are in here, if you're still tuning in with us on this shit, because we just sitting here chopping up. Yesterday, y'all know what it is. We had the New Wave Music Wednesday. The shit was lit on top of the fire. I mean, and y'all know what y'all got to do. Y'all seen the poll. The post is up. 10 videos were submitted last night. So you guys got a lot of choice to choose from. I made sure to put the post up on YouTube and Facebook. and still managed to get my ass up for work this morning. So I think I'm doing pretty fucking good today.
You was
That-
late too, running late.
Oh no, I wasn't running late. The driver was running late.
Oh,
My
okay.
ass was good because I still ended up getting there on time. I actually had about 15 minutes before the 9 o'clock when I got in
saw
the
you.
building.
You was like looking for your driver. You went to the back. You went to the front.
Now I went to the. What I did is when I went out back, I went out
I
back to
saw
see
you.
how the weather felt.
Bro,
Cause I was
Oh,
like,
I-
yo, I don't know if I want to go to the fucking spot. I don't know if I want to go to work with this hoodie on because the hoodie is that my Boondocks hoodie is pretty thin. You know what I'm saying? So it was pretty brisk this morning. This morning when I left, it was crazy cold. So by the time, yeah, it was crazy cold this morning. So then by the time I got out of work though, at 4 o'clock, yeah, it was fucking nice. I was mad as a motherfucker because I felt the heat coming in through the. Because you got to remember, I work at the front desk,
I'm paying
so
attention. I said, let me see if the guy gonna walk him to the door.
right,
All right.
he at least got me to the gate.
I wanted to see. No, he came in the gate.
Yeah, he got
He
me
came
in the gate.
halfway.
Yeah, and
And then he
I
left.
told him, nah, I'm good from
No,
here.
because I was watching. I watched. I said,
Mhm.
okay, I want to see.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, time to report.
Yeah, nah, me and him had a nice last little conversation while I was rolling back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, sitting there chopping it up
The
with
reason
him.
why I was saying this, I like to see you walking to that wet floor sign, man. That's why I moved out
Listen.
your way. I was the one that moved out your way, went on the way back. That's why you didn't walk into it on the way back, because a motherfucking ass moved out the way for you.
Nah, like, I thought about that. I was like, you know what? For the most part, I look, and the only reason why I said something to Larry dumbass is because look how you do realize this nigga said that shit way after, just before I was about to knock it over and shit.
Thank you for saying that as I walk into it.
Right, I'm already walking into this shit, nigga. Do you not say that's the Captain Obvious shit that gets you slapped in the face? You know that, right? Like, this be the same shit. It be the same little dumb shit you do that, like, just like that. It be the same shit that get you slapped in the face. And you, right.
No, stop that.
And then listen, let him hold on to that for as long as he feel he need to, because eventually niggas will slap his ass out of that shit too. It ain't gonna take long. But the point is,
on the second floor.
Oh, you going
Right
upstairs?
next to the, right next to the laundry. He yelling at him. He said, I didn't know that your father passed. I was supposed to know.
Right. Well, I mean,
I told everybody.
No, you
I
didn't.
didn't even know until Kira told me.
Like, Herla, the whole thing about it is everybody ain't in your contacts list.
And first of all, we told you to start prepare your relationship with your dad. We've been telling you to do that before this happened. I said, why don't you just call anyway?
Just talk to him.
No, so now you feeling some kind of way
because you didn't do it. So now you're hurt and you're all in your feelings and taking it out on other people. But see, here's the thing: the day after it happened, he acted like he wasn't phased. He was okay. I was fucking with him today. I was fucking with him the next day. I went to the store with him. That was Wednesday. Went to the store with him Wednesday morning. So it's like, for somebody who, you know what I mean, also type, I didn't feel like, listen, different story. I mean, I don't know how fucked up his father felt like to him, but listen, I had my situations with my father too. My shit wasn't all that. But when my pop passed away, first off, I didn't get a choice in the matter of not going to see his body.
Right.
I had to go.
Right.
I'm the oldest son.
Right.
The only adult male sibling he has that was in the state of New York.
Right.
My oldest was in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't coming up here. Right. She didn't come up here till 3 days later. Right. And then she didn't come to see the family. She came to see me. Right. That's my oldest sister. That's my oldest sister on my father's side. Like, and she cared more about my well-being because she knew how the connection, even as fucked up as my father and I had a relationship, she knew how fucked up that shit felt to her, which in turn gave her the same fucking reflection of how it felt to me. And it was just that bad because, like, I literally said to myself, I remember this shit like it was yesterday. When my father, before he even got even close to this point of his life when he got sick, I always used to say that shit. I said, I can't wait till this nigga die. I'm gonna get all this motherfucking money from this nigga and I'm gonna leave that nigga the fuck alone for good. I ain't gotta worry about his ass no more. All of a sudden, what happens? I'm here. I'm back in New York. The nigga dies. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I thought I had so much time to speak to this nigga. Tell this nigga everything. Get the shit off my chest for once. Be able to get my words out and speak my truth to him. You know what I mean? So that he really understood how I felt about how he made me feel. You know what I'm saying? Because it was hard for me to even tell him. Even when I turned 18, the first time I fucking told him, no, I'm not doing what you say, the nigga punched me in my face. Beat me the fuck up on 2nd Ave in front of my grandmother's house and dragged me back in the house to call the cops. Said, I'm going to have you arrested if you leave this house. If it wasn't for my family that stepped in the middle of that. You know what I'm saying? And then realizing the gravity of how that relationship between me and him was, it took a lot of that happening for even my other family members to notice the toxicity there. You know what I'm saying? But, bruh, eventually you got to speak. And I had words to say to him. It just wasn't what I said to him. Because at the time that I did speak to my father, I talked to him when he was in his I can't speak stages of his illness. The stroke had already took his voice. And I talked to him. I said, Dad, I love you. I mean, but it wasn't like he didn't understand what I was saying either. So it's like, I said it. And I said, Pop, I love you. But I went through a lot of hell, I felt like, because of little stuff that I seen people doing, and you took it to the extreme. I get it. You didn't want me to be like that. But maybe you could have told me that a little more. You know what I mean? Instead of beating my ass so much. Because you made me scared of you. In a sense of, I would rather die than have to face my father for anything. For anything I did wrong. And that shouldn't be like that. And I said to myself even then, I said, nah, I'm never going to let my kids feel like that with me. Because I don't want them to be scared of me. I want them to know that their father loves them. And I knew he loved me, but I seen that factor more. And the only time I seen him was when something was wrong. So it was like, what the fuck now? You know what I mean? It would be times this man would pop up on some surprise shit, and it wasn't even because I did something wrong. And I was like, man, I started crying. I don't know what the fuck I did wrong. I didn't know. But it was the trauma of it all. You know what I'm saying? And now think about it just now and realizing all of that shit. I'm like, damn, people wonder why, you know, I had started doing therapy. After he passed away, I started it. You know, I did it for a good year. I did it for at least a year. But the problem I had with it was the inconsistency. I cannot do a conversation that's supposed to help me to build and make better from whatever happens in this conversation when I'm dealing with one person for an extended, limited amount of time. And this person then is transferred and I meet somebody totally different and I have to explain myself all over again. That shit is the most frustratingest thing ever. And you wonder why half of the people that are dealing with mental health issues have problems and they break. They go through mental breaks because their therapy needs to be just as solid as they want themselves to be. You can't have mental health therapy or accepting mental health, be able to accept mental health therapy if you do not have a psychiatrist, therapist who is there, and I mean not just there for a period of time. You know what I'm saying? Because the period of time that they're there, they have learned so much about you that they can help you to develop a better way of thinking through these problems than if you had some brand new person that's just reading your shit off of a chart from the last person that wrote notes.
Now that's why I don't like that, because bro, you only know because of a piece of paper.
You only know because of what was written down. You have no idea of the situation. You cannot fathom the emotion behind this situation. You only see the word. It's sort of like when somebody texts you and says, it's a great day today. You don't know whether they being sarcastic or telling it like it is, because of the fact that those are just words. And anybody can interpret those words any kind of way you take them. And depending on the phrase of sentencing that come before and after, usually that's how that happens.
Or a lot of people read text how they have a conversation.
Yeah.
Interpret it how they would
Man, I'm thinking just like capitalism school. That's yelling this person at somebody. I'm like, what?
What?
If you make capitalism.
Oh yeah, all caps. That's like that's considered yelling.
Wow.
Yo,
my
uncle said stop text yelling. I said, what the fuck is text yelling?
That's basically what it is. If you write in all caps, you are text yelling. You are absolutely text yelling.
Yo, why y'all asking a conversation, right? And then it was all caps, exclamation point. The nigga said, yo, why are you screaming? I said, what the fuck? Bro, what are you screaming? I didn't say anything. Yo. He's like, bro, why you put this? Nigga,
hey,
I wrote that, I texted that. You screamed in the text. What?
Right. Yo.
Why do you scream?
What's good, Miss
Unless
Pinky?
you get an audio, nigga, you texted words.
You better
How did I
know.
scream?
Listen, that's just so you know. Like, I mean, and at this point in the way the world is going now, we are in a world where
is that considered woke too, Marvin?
Like, word, that's woke, man. You're woke if you realize that yelling. You know what I'm saying? If you realize you're yelling, then you're gonna definitely be called woke. Oh my God, you're text yelling. Stop text yelling. How did you know I was text yelling? I was just texting. But it's because you're on all cap. Oh my God, he's woke. Stay away from him.
Right.
It's a disease. It's a disease. That's like when folks folks heard 2020 was coming, they was like, oh shit, it's 400 years since slavery existed in this country. Now it seems like ever since 2020, motherfuckers is trying to forget.
Now they want to bring up Juneteenth and make it an official holiday.
It's like, yo.
Stop making up new shit.
And I mean, the Juneteenth thing was something that black folks celebrated anyway.
Right. They just made it an official holiday.
They just didn't have it as an official holiday, just like fucking Martin Luther King. I mean, it was just like Martin Luther King Day.
He still didn't get his day. They did it around his day.
They did it around. And then look at it like this. How about in certain countries, in certain states like Virginia and Alabama, they don't just have King Day, they have King Lee Day, as in King and General Lee of the Southern Confederate Army.
The worst.
The man who signed the peace treaty. Also, let's not forget that whole
Bighorn shit.
The
thing with the Indians and forced them to leave and
that was him too with the Trail of Tears.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, goddamn.
He's the one that ordered that. He's the one that said, yeah, why did you leave?
We need all of you to get the fuck out of this land.
That was him.
This is now our land. We're taking it. And then had the audacity. We just heard something as recently, something that was really, really unique to me too. Oh yeah, give me a second. I was checking in on matter of fact here. Checking in on the news, and I'm sure you guys in Atlanta are seeing the fucking heat from this damn Cop City thing going on right now. Okay, Miss Pinky to you wants to talk. What's good? I see what Miss Pinky to you want to talk about. Yeah, let me see what's up. Did it pull it? Hello. All right. Good evening, Miss Pinky. How we doing this evening? Well, we just having a bit of a talk. Today is the Talk Back Thursday. We just had a beautiful New Wave Music Wednesday episode where we played independent, dope, unheard artists that are really popping off right now with their music and gave them some love to last night. So we just, jumped in here just on a random day. Today is a day where we just kick back and talk with you guys in the crowd, in the comments, see if anybody wanted to give us some insight on whether they checked out the episode last night for New Wave Music Wednesday, what they thought about the music. Listen, I understand. It's a beautiful thing, though. Yeah, I invite you to check the thread. It's definitely on there. You can check it in on my timeline. It was pretty cool. We got a post up right now for the votes. We're taking polls on anybody who wants to comment on which song they think should be the new song of the week. So those votes, I'm trying to see what everybody's doing today and hopefully get everybody's opinions on the votes in before midnight tonight. So if you got some time to do that too, you can check that out too. It'd be a post like either before or after, actually. I think it's before the New Wave Music Wednesday post. So like the New Wave Music Wednesday timeline or post is there. I have a couple of pinned reels on my timeline, so beware of those too. But yeah, it'll be right. It'll be on there. But yeah, like so where you from? Shout out to Harlem in the building. Okay, that's what that 917, ain't it? 212. I was gonna say, ain't that? I might be talking about cross town somewhere. Cause
too bad you didn't teach him today. That would have been nice.
Okay. I got you. Copy that. That's what's up. Much respect, though. Yeah. So, I just, we tap in here on weekly. So we here Monday through Saturdays and shit every time on time at the 7 o'clock hour. So we usually just kicking it, chopping it up with folks, talking about different things. Usually we have a topic for Tuesday, like particularly this past Tuesday, we had a homegirl, one of my artist friends. We just got a nice little interview with her in on Tuesday. So, that's been my week pretty much, Tomorrow we got a portion of time we're going to set aside for anybody that wants to be a part of like the talent segment. If you want to showcase your talent, so you can rap, sing, do poetry. Oh, I'm upstate, so you ain't nowhere from me. I'm about a few hours away.
Make sure you make some homework.
Yeah. Respect. That's what's up. Yeah, my mom's is in the comments. She, right now is an advocate for lupus right now as well. So I can respect that. I love that. That's what's up. Don't let it stop you from moving. Don't let it ever stop you from moving. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's right. That's all it is. And now I bet you didn't notice that you're talking to a blind man. Yeah, 100%. Right. I know my eyes look like they all over the place, right? They see me looking in different directions and shit, and I'm talking. And then people, and you know what's funny? People wonder why. Like, right. Like, and people wonder why sometimes I close my eyes and I'm doing the show and I be talking to people and I just close my eyes because I don't want people to think I'm like just giving them some weird ass looks and shit. Cause I get that all the time. I had another person was like, "Yo, bro, why you looking at me like, bro?" I'm like, "What the fuck you mean?" Talk to me.
I know
right. Oh. Okay.
Then it used to be like the 23rd or something.
Oh.
I thought.
Trust. I could dig it. And it's not even like I don't even know. Like, god damn. and he at the same time, hey, nigga say he looking at the wall and the dresser at the same time. How you gonna be looking you? How can he look you in the eyes and say he love you when he got them looking at the TV and the wall at the same time? Facts. That's crazy, but you know it's
with a napkin part though.
Thank you. I mean,
I know them people.
I appreciate it. I mean, like I said, I'm always welcoming to everybody to come through. It's always an open floor situation here. We have conversations. If I see you in the comments and you hit me up in the request, I'm always willing to bring anybody in. I don't ever have a problem. As long as you don't bring no weird shit, I'm cool. You know what I mean? And that's how I get it in. Like, I'm here every week with this. We here every week at the same time. So ain't never nothing changed. We do this. I used to do it for 2 hours back when I started doing this shit during the pandemic, but you know, it got to the point where, you know, 2 hours just seemed like a long time and it really wasn't nothing going on. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna chill. But one of the biggest things I loved about doing this was that I get to meet people. I get to meet new people. And hell, look how close we is right now, and I'm talking to you, and I ain't even, you know. But I just love the, I love the connect.
They probably watched me put the shit there.
I'm all about the
They
connect.
probably watched me.
Yeah, because then you think about like the whole conversation that you may have walked in on. We was just going in on some whole nother other shit.
She throw money away. It's her birthday. She throw money away all the time. It's the weekend for the birthday. Wow, baby, man.
That's right. Listen, I feel you.
Because I let the man, I was so weird.
Nope.
Girl, just
Facts.
about
Facts. There you go. Ain't that what it's supposed to be? That's what I thought the word meant. That's what I thought it meant. I mean, hell, you know, I see this. You see this all the time, and see, it's funny because it's funny you mention that because as I think about a person in that was in transition around me at one point in time, this motherfucker was like all the way motherfucking stupid with it. Like, whole prostitute will literally sell her ass at the drop of a hat, but know her shit swings and won't tell nobody her shit swings. And when niggas find out, she wondering why niggas busting her face open. Like, word. Like, how the fuck is you out here posing, selling ass, and then you got a swanger, and niggas ain't supposed to know you got a swanger because you out here selling your butthole, but you don't tell niggas you swinging, and you think these niggas ain't gonna find out because they just busting your backside? You would think that. Okay. Times like these, you better be for sure. Listen. I'm trying to tell you.
Act like you don't.
Act like you don't motherfucking blow that motherfucker. Act like you don't know that motherfucker look different. That motherfucker look extra different. Look up. Okay. Sheesh. Say less. Will, she said, what else? He can't hear you. I got my headphones on. Yo, he's smoking on some of that good shit we just rolled up. That Hennessy Kush.
What up?
See, we got 3 city folks up in here. I'm the only motherfucker that ain't from the city. I feel lonely right now. I'm from this small ass town in Albany. Yeah, you know, it's all to the good though. I respect. I really got nothing but love for New York City. I ain't never been in the city as far as like going through Penn Station.
Mhm. The way he carries himself, you would think he's from the city.
Word, I heard that.
You would think he's from the city. He carries himself like he's from the city.
It's true. He said you would think I was from the city because of the way I carry myself. I carry myself like I'm from the city. I
Right.
can't help it though. I've been around. I look when I you got to understand this. I was born right here where I'm at in Albany, New York. All right. I was raised here for a little bit of my life as a child. So a lot of my family friends, when we moved, even when we moved down south, was from New York. So a lot of my mom's friends would come down, like her friends and they kids would come down to visit us, and they from the city. So they literally would come from the city down to see us and stuff in Atlanta. And we would just, I'm sitting there picking up on the lingo because of how they talk. Hey, B, what's good? What's popping, cut? Hey, we going over there. What's happening with that, man? You bugging, cuz. You bugging. Yo, slap 5 on this nigga. like, like it's just picking up on the lingo. And I mean, I was always an impressionable kid. Well, Cali will say cuz a lot. Cali say cuz a lot, but it's in the same, it's in certain neighborhoods. Yeah, cause it's either it's a lot of homies going on around there. Yeah, that's a homie thing. Homie, cuz, yeah, yeah.
What up, Con? That's how Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
That's how Snoop Dogg just like what up, my brother? What up, my nigga? He says it because he's from the West Coast.
Right. Ali Ray, what up? Leave me the fuck alone. Just leave me the fuck alone. Exactly. Whoo! Pray for the child. Pray for the child. Don't get yourself beat up over a $15 pack now. I know them shit's expensive. Yo, 18? Stop playing. God damn. Facts. And you know what's crazy? They 13. They just hit $13 out here at certain spots.
Yo,
Like the Arab niggas out here is booking. They killing niggas out here with the pocket. Sheesh.
Oh, you talking about cigarettes?
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you go? Yeah. Are you talking about the mega bus? Okay. Yeah. I know exactly where you went. I actually caught that transfer because I was coming from Athens. I grew up in Atlanta, so that's why I said I was asking when you said you went to Georgia. I was like, where you go? Mapleton? Oh, okay, I know where that's at. Yeah, I know exactly where that's at. That's North Side. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of counties down there in Georgia alone. Yeah, we got yeah. Georgia is, I wouldn't say it's bigger than New York, the state, but to regulate same way. Right. Which one, what was the name of it? I'm finna go check that shit out. It might have been the female because that was the one I heard about in the news. That was the last mayor that ran back. That was during 2016 or something. I can't remember her name. I used to live down there when she was the mayor. I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. She was on some foul shit. Yeah, she was on some foul shit. I think I know who you're talking about with him too. Word. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Word. See, now that's crazy. Right. And I mean, like those, like for what it's worth, the female mayor that you referred to first, that one was literally the previous mayor. She was pushed out by another person that took her place. Yeah. Okay, ABC News World Tonight on Hulu. I'm gonna go check in with that because I got Hulu. I literally just fucking bought Hulu this month, so that's a fact. I'm gonna go check in. Oh no, that you good. You good. We straight here. Shit. I got a few more minutes here in my time for the hours out, so I'm just kicking it, you know what I mean? But that's the way this goes. Like I see a lot of like stuff taking place as far as like the changes going on around us. Like bills being passed like without motherfuckers even like having a chance to say anything about it. And then it's like the people we put in position to actually put this shit to a stop, if they knew what the fuck they held as a power, they don't do shit because they don't give a fuck. They want to see that shit go into chaos. They want to see us go and flip out into chaos so they can have more shit to talk about, to put restrictions on us and shit. So I feel like it's always been a red state. Even now, it's Democrat now. But that's the point. It's always been a red state. It has always been a red state. Georgia has always been a heavy Republican state. They bleed red for the Confederates. Like, are you serious? Look at Stone Mountain. If you think so, if you don't think so, they literally etched that man's fucking face. They etched the forefathers of the Confederate Army in the freaking wall, in the Stone Mountain wall. And they argued about changing it, and they said, "Oh no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that." Shirley Franklin, that's her name. That was the mayor's name. My mom. Thank you, mama. Yeah, my mom's in Georgia right now, so yeah. Appreciate that, mama. But yeah, like it's just wild out there, yo. And then they got this whole new thing with Cop City out there. They done trying to build a $90 million infrastructure for police training exercises and shit. Meanwhile, these niggas ain't telling you that they are literally building land. They're building that land over a fucking, it was like a native reserve. And it's also one of the biggest like reserves for their water. It's like their water. It's almost like their water reserve for the city of Atlanta. And it's crazy because you think about that, and then the fact that the baseline where they putting that shit is in a fucking heavily populated black neighborhood where it's like they gonna have to listen to bombs and fucking gunfire and all this shit going off at a regular basis. They already deal with a lot of that shit as it is because of the neighborhoods that they live in. So you're telling me that that's okay for you to put that there, and then you got the nerve to spend $90 million of the taxpayers' money to do this and say, fuck the people that could use this money to be better off instead of living in the ghetto and wondering why people is robbing you, because broke people rob people. Right. Broke people steal from people because they don't have it themselves. Okay. And that's another thing I do on the show. That's why I love talking about shit like this, because you done got me started. But
Damn sure got
I'm
you
gonna keep it real. This is what we do here on the show. I talk about shit like this. We talk about music. We talk about relationships, politics, whatever is on the fucking topic that's hitting home right now for people. Because we need to let folks know. And I feel like this show right here has been my way of letting people know what I see should be taken at least some notice of, if not taking a controlling position on. Because if we can speak out about George Floyd getting murdered, if we can protest and walk about this shit, you know what I'm saying? Taking it all the way back to Trayvon, Ahmaud Arbery, Marcus Bell, you know what I'm saying? Sandra Bland, you know what I'm saying? All of these different people. If we can walk for these people and march for these people, we can stand up for our rights that we so dearly deserve in this country. See what I'm saying? Because just being, speak on it, girl.
All right.
Salute. Salute to the Air Force. Fast. Right. Mm-hmm. Facts. And that's facts.
I wish you stopped saying rest in peace.
Right. They training them. That's that grooming. Oh, that's a fact. And they just walking around. Right. Right. Yeah. No. Through the fence. Right. Right. Yeah. All right. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My pop talked about that. The spit shines. Yup. Right. Okay. Ah, go ahead, girl. What I'm talking about. Mm. Respect. Right. Hey, you ain't that far behind me. I'm 38, so I'm about 3 years off from you right now. So, hmm so I respect that. I love the drive though. I've been in these streets, and my warfare was always seeing the fucking jungles that I had to live in. When I first witnessed people getting a fucking wig blown off over a $10 rock, I said to myself, I didn't want to go that route. So, even though as a teenager, you see what I'm saying? All that. And I'm telling you, like it's epidemic was crazy. It was crazy. So I can definitely see where you walking from. For real. And I can. Mm-hmm. Bumpy. Okay. Hell's Kitchen. He used to give all the kids $100. That's what's up. Fucking shout out to Bumpy for that. Now see, but now mind you, that's the side of people, that's the side of Bumpy that folks didn't know about him. Everybody looked at Bumpy and was like he was a drug lord in Harlem. They only pulled out all the bad shit he did. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Yep. It really is. It really is. Frank Lucas. Yep. Yep. Right. Wow. Okay. Uh-huh. Ooh. Facts. Because that was a big ass bag of penny candy. That's a fact. Shit. Even when I was a kid growing up. Yeah, same thing, yo. Mm-hmm. Eric Andre or Eric Gray. That's you mean. Eric Garner. My bad. I chopped up his name. The man that got murdered over the cigarettes in the city. Yeah, they beat him to death. Right. Right. That's another person. Yep. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Nope. Trayvon. Right. That's a fact. Yeah. I remember watching that on the news because I ain't been blind my whole life. So yeah. In the 90s that happened. I was like, God damn. Because I mean, me personally, I've only been blind now for almost 9 years. Yeah, I watched that video. I watched that video. Yeah, that was crazy. Because they played on the news. They played it on the news after. Yeah, it was. It was real fucked up. Damn near begging. Yeah, damn near begging. I don't even know where to put that shit on. Oh, you talking about the other one?
Yeah.
Check on the bed.
She made it back. Okay, it's here.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Right. And that was the whole thing. It's like, wait a minute. You went from beating this man ass, being seen on foot on camera doing this. Yeah. And then all of a sudden the judge said, oh no, we can't. That was when qualify that, but that's the reason why people need to realize the effectiveness of why we keep saying we need to get rid of this qualified immunity for cops. Because if you're going to sit out here and kill people and feel like you have no consequence to suffer, who would care if you killed somebody on the job? Would anybody care if you murder somebody on the job? Like, just look at that.
Welcome to Raccoon City on Stars for Hollywood.
Facts. Right.
Top results list. SpongeBob SquarePants. But you want to switch your plan to by making this subscription top results list.
Right.
SpongeBob SquarePants. But
right. Mm-hmm.
April. Written by Aaron Springer, Aaron and
right. All the time. Right.
SpongeBob SquarePants, Season 1, Episode 19. Watch now and find.
Why is it doing that, man?
That's hot.
Why does it talk every time it does that, man? Fuck.
It's so that.
Yeah, you're annoying. Can't watch this. You're annoying. Can't watch that.
SpongeBob SquarePants button.
Right. Damn.
Paradise Redeem button. Paradise Redeem 2018.
Mm-hmm. She's distressed. She is distressed.
29 minutes. 29
right.
minutes.
Bitch. Don't do that.
In the anime row, 75 titles in this row. In the continue watching for Marvin row, 36.
Right.
In the continue
You have
watching for Marvin row, 30. Purpose for Family. Season 5, Episode 8. 29 minutes remaining.
Right. Because, I mean, come on. You can't just leave them like that.
29 minutes. 55 seconds remaining. Press OK to pause.
I don't like to break the law. I do it all the time, but I don't like
Really? Wow. Right.
You're barely been.
Respect. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I want. Mm-hmm. I just want you to give me my shit. Mm-hmm. At all. At all. Oh no. Of course. Of course. Mm-mm. You still there?
I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Okay. So heard you bounce out for a second.
My dad died. Well, I only know one way to take them blues away, partner. What are you doing? You gotta let that shit go.
Right. Fucking shit up. Police think. How about that? Facts. Facts. Facts.
Skip intro.
Especially when they know that that's the least likely, you know what I mean? That's the more frequent rate of how they make their stops in anyway. Because if you look at it, I just seen a report. I was looking at the Daily Show and listening to Trevor Noah talking, and he was saying that basically cops have, in certain counties and states, they have their cops basically forced to pull people over to make their quotas. They have a certain number of stops and infractions they have to right. So it's like how they, you know what I mean? It's people getting pulled over and ticketed for shit that they ain't even get in trouble. They ain't even fucking put on. They ain't even in trouble for it. Ain't even do. They ain't get fined for this shit. Go to court. That shit costs, man. Like, and you got to think about the fact that they making so much money hand over fist just doing that, and then they turn around and they kill somebody and they giving our money basically to them, to the families, to pay for their fuck up. That's the thing I don't like. I think that's the biggest thing that I don't like about it. Like, a state pays a family for the death by a cop that was unjustified. Like it's hush money from the people of the state instead of the cop that should be paying this money. Like, I guarantee you right now, if a cop's pension was on the line, if a cop pension was on the line, he'll think before you pull that trigger. I'm telling you. There you go. Mm-hmm. Respect. Mm-hmm. Right. I can respect that. Right.
Yeah, it rocked, huh? I would have got a standing ovation, but they can't stand up there.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. You're smart as shit.
Hey guys, you remember Kevin, right? He pissed off at
Right.
you didn't do.
Yeah. I'm real sorry about all that. How's your job? No way, they make that? You must be really good at sucking. Kevin, it's Christmas Eve. You should be at home terrorizing your family. They're all down at the airport watching Buster Thunder jump my dad set up. Oh, yes. Driving a motorcycle over a jumbo jet.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and balls. That's I don't know if you want to watch. Well, I guess I could watch for research purposes. You know, I'm working on a book about male
Love. That's what I'm saying. That's the biggest.
The cover is a satirical drawing.
It's the biggest disrespect. It's the biggest form of disrespect. So I can see where you're coming from.
No way he's gonna make that. Here you go, Mr. Prescott. Right up front with the great bugle name, just behind the bloodmobile. Yes, splendid. Good job, Buffy. Thanks. And can I say that I am so grateful that you like my idea. Buffy, where can I get some soda around here? Well, all we have is a beer tent. I can get you one. Excellent. And let's get some for the whole.
Wow.
Are you gonna give me the money now or when I?
Yeah.
Not me.
Wow.
The mayor. Nice to meet you. For the first time. It's nice to meet you.
Yo, I respect you for coming up here and speaking your truth, man. Like that's something that I need more viewers like you to tap in with me, because I swear this is basically the way I want this show to go. Wow. My condolences. I understand. Listen. Listen. I appreciate it. I do.
Your fiction.
90%. Hey, there you go. There you go.
Papers coming. Jesus. Why does everyone always ask me that? I'm trying to get my body drunk.
Yep, yeah.
Uncle Louis, I'm so glad you're back with us.
Me too, buddy.
You barge into people's houses and announce yourself?
Oh, honey, if you want to see real gay people on television, go watch Bird and Turning.
Right. Oh, I can hear everything. I can hear it all. You ain't even got it. You ain't. I understand a little Spanish. So even if you did throw a little bit out, I'd be like, wait a minute, let me just bring that back one more time.
You'll be choking on baby.
Right. especially when they get active, boy. They get in that mood, boy. It's going down. They finna give you all that. They finna give you all that sauce. Love it. But I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate you tapping in with me tonight. I was hoping it wouldn't be such a dead night tonight. I appreciate everybody else for tuning in the comments. I got my mom in here in the comments checking in. I appreciate you guys for tuning in with us. Don't forget, we got to get up out of here. But I need y'all guys to tune in with that post. Vote for that New Wave Music Wednesday song of the week you like on the video poll. There's 10 dope videos there. Hopefully you guys give me that answer before the end of the night. I've been checking the posts. I seen one come up on Facebook, so I'm seeing that and I'm counting that as one because that was a viewer that tapped in and commented. So we're gonna check in with that one. We got some coming in. So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all keep them coming. Y'all got till midnight tonight, and then I'm gonna get set up with what's going on for tomorrow. We got Peasy's open mic tomorrow. I appreciate you, Miss Pinky, once again for being a part of my show today. This was awesome. I appreciate your time and hope this ain't the last one. Nah, it's not. Like I said, it's not a problem. I appreciate anybody and everybody's welcome as long as you don't come bringing crazy shit. I try to give this show a decent rating, you know what I mean? Because we stream it all over the place. We're streaming right now on IG, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So we want to give everybody something that they can view. You know, but yeah, definitely, respectfully, I appreciate you coming in here and being a part of the show and speaking what's on your mind, telling us the truth. We love it. We love every bit of it. And like I said, come on back here because we're gonna definitely tune in with you. I'll be here tomorrow for 7 o'clock's time. I'll hit you up. I'm gonna follow you. Matter of fact, if you don't mind, follow me real quick and I'll follow you right back as soon as I see the notification. Cause bet. So I'm gonna tune in with you then. Got you.
I realized that maybe
Ow. Let's get it. All right, love. I appreciate you. I'm gonna get up out of here so I can get myself settled down. I gotta take my hair out and shit. Much love, Queen. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, man. Y'all know what it is. New Wave Music Wednesday was a wrap. This is Talk Back Thursday. Tomorrow, Peasy's open mic. Peace and love. It's Peasy, y'all. Bye.
The point is to watch a mythical man with a dick.
That's what I'm talking about. I love that. That's like 2 Thursdays in a row I've had somebody just join the show.
right.